This will be considered a living room, and that's the floor. I have a 4-bedroom house, and I'm not really able to utilize any of them. I have a bathroom that I can use. It's probably the cleanest thing in my house. Ironically, this is my little path to my bed. I have no place to sit in my house other than on my bed. This is my world, this little bed right here. Besides my house, I have also a 3-car garage that is completely full. I make extra money selling scrap metal, copper, brass, steel, and then my tools are still all in here. I tend to make a mess when I take things apart. I feel like we are a throwaway world, and I just hate to see things going in our dump all the time. This is a mattress that my mom slept on when she was here, and I just didn't have the heart to get rid of it. A lot of my things in my house hold sentimental value. I don't know how to let go, and a lot of this is clothes, and I don't have any idea what's underneath the clothes. I don't consider myself a hoarder. I would describe myself as somebody that likes to keep memories and things that I might need in the future. I've been hiding the fact that my house is cluttered for 20 years, but I'm willing to risk telling the world about it to make the relationship with my daughter better. My daughter is 23 years old, and I raised her as a single mom. By the time Shayla was 10, the floor was covered. Shayla started expressing the house issue when she was in her mid-teens, around 2019. Shayla began to get very upset about the state of the house because it's a chore just to walk from her room to the kitchen, maneuvering around everything. I'll turn the light on. She would trip on something, then that would bring out her frustration and her anger, and she would just, I can't stand this house. She would stay in her room and not want to come out. She complained about the house. She just kept going on and on and on, complaining about how messy it was. And I said, well, if you don't like it, then you can leave. She moved out because she just couldn't tolerate my messiness anymore. Shayla hasn't gotten all of her stuff out yet. Some of it's hers, some of it's mine. There was a huge rift in our relationship. It just broke my heart. Shayla is very resentful that I have let the house get like that. I feel like I have chosen things over her, but it's not intentional. I can't help myself.
Jackie, how are you?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Are you glad to be here?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I'm very, very nervous, but I know that I need to be here because I am fighting for my life at this point.
You're a walking contradiction to me. I admire your determination in getting here. So hats off to you for that. The determination you've shown in getting here suggests to me that you can take that determination going forward, and we can do great things, depending on what it is you want to do. You can't change what you don't acknowledge, and that's where I'm confused. I listened to your first tape piece, and you were saying, you were basically justifying and defending what you're doing. So which is it? You said in your second tape piece, you said, I can't help myself. I did choose things over my daughter, but it wasn't intentional. I can't help myself. That suggests to me that you think you're out of control. Which is it? You're just a sentimental gal that hangs on to things that you are attached to, or you're out of control and chose things over the most important person on the face of the earth.
I am out of control.
So you are a hoarder.
Yes. It took a long time for me to admit that. I was in denial for a long time. I just kind of gave up. At some point in my life, it just got the best of me and was too much for me to do by myself.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.